Well, hello and welcome to On the Patio with Mr. D. Hey, today we're going to be adding some wheel reflective tape, actually red tape, to the wheels on my T42 G-Force. Now, it did have the silver tape on it before, but I got the 58 tooth red crank system with the quick release pedals, as you can see here. And I wanted to kind of balance out the bike with the reds. So this will be the beginning of the accenting of the T42 G-Force. I've got some red 1/8" pinstripe tape going to come in and change out just a piece of these accents here on the flames, stuff like that. Just fun stuff to play with. So if you haven't done the wheel tape, I'm going to walk you through that process. It's not really difficult, but you got to watch which ones you get. Now, this particular brand here, and this is from Ad Motor, these are real close to being the right size, so there's no overlap. Where the other brand, there's an overlap to them. You can put about 1/4 inch overlap over each piece. So you really can't do that with this one. I've used this one before, so you have to kind of butt them up end to end. The other thing is tools that you might need. One is an X-Acto knife, a microfiber cloth, and of course isopropyl alcohol. So we're going to clean up these rims and then go ahead and start the installation. So hey, we'll be back in a bit. So the first thing you want to do is take some rubbing alcohol and put it on a microfiber cloth. This is really self-explanatory. Now, I put my bike into the bike stand because it makes it easier to put these on. This will be the third, fourth time I've put on wheel tape because we have 2 other e-bikes, and then this will be I had this one on, and all I'm doing here is just putting rubbing alcohol. All I did there was put rubbing alcohol on, let that dry, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Now, this is what we'll be installing today, and there's several pre-cut strips. I'll leave a link to the description for this particular company because it's a lot cheaper. This brand is a lot cheaper than the other one. One is $34. This, I think, was $13. So anyway, I'll leave a link in the description for that. So basically, you just take the first one off the card, center it in the rim where you want it. Do not stretch these. Just kind of let it lay down by itself. And it'll just, whoops. Now the purpose for the X-Acto knife, it got a little bit out of shape right there. So before I tack it all the way down, first strip is in place. Now we just do this over and over and over again until we get done. And I won't bore you with that. I'll put the second piece on and then I'll do a time lapse to finish up the wheel. But the one thing you want to do is just a hair overlap, just a hair. Like that. Oops. And then just lay them down and let the contour of the tape, it's already pre-cut to the contour of the rim. Okay, that piece is on. So now we'll go into time lapse and we'll be back in a bit. All right, so that's half of the first back wheel. And when you're getting these, it's going to take 8 pieces for each wheel. It's 32, and then I counted the balance of the strips on this sheet, and it ends up to be 32 on the nose. You get maybe, from going end to end, just a hair overlap. The last piece, you get about that much overlap. But that works out really cool. But anyway, there's the first wheel, and it's done. Well, first half wheel. But that's all in place. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, is I'm not gonna do the time lapse on this thing because the process is exactly the same. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, and then I'll come back when it's all done. Well, there you go, guys. It's all done, and it really looks cool. Tonight I'll try to get some reflective shots of it, but it was actually easy to apply like it was last time. Just make sure with this brand that you don't overlap the tape too much. Maybe a 1/16 of an inch, otherwise you'll come short on the 8th piece, and it's 8 pieces per wheel. So that's how you do that, and we'll continue our dressing up, accenting the G-Force T42 later. All right, guys, what we're going to do now is go ahead and take some rubbing alcohol and go over the accents. And I'm going to be actually putting red 1/8" pinstriping tape over the white accents that you see here. Not the flames, just the accents on the flames. Now, I will be sealing in the 1/8" pinstriping with clear coat like I did originally, so it will keep that all nice and flat. Should really look cool. Guys, this kind of finishes up the accents on the T42 to balance out the bike, putting that red crank set on it. Got the wheel tape on. I got the flame accents all done. I got the two-tone grips installed and the red anodized crossbar and the red accent seat. And it's actually a pretty nice seat. When I don't think about a seat, it's the right seat. So it's looking pretty good. I'm real pleased with the finished product. So, hey, we'll see you on the next one.